Committee meeting 8:03. I'd like to welcome all councillors. Councillor Darren Taylor is running about 10 minutes late. He's let us know that. We have 8 items on the agenda today. So did anyone want to unstar anything? Can I have a mover for those items? Moved by Councillor Owen Jones, seconded by Councillor Patterson. So that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Put that to the vote. All those in favour? That's carried. So the two, we've got conflict of interest. Sorry, I should have asked, did anyone have any conflicts of interest on this meeting? Alrighty, so we'll move on with that. So our last and final item is in closed session, and that's for the Gold Coast Dive Attraction update. With being enclosed, the reason being for negotiations relating to a commercial matter involving the local government, for which a public discussion would be likely to prejudice the interests of the local government. So, did we have questions, councillors, on item number 8? We've got a presentation there, so we might have someone move us to close if we could. Moved by Councillor Patterson, seconded by myself. Moved into close. Are we back on? I don't know.
Then I'll second that too.
Yeah. All right, councillors, we've moved into closed. We're now back into open. And item 8 there, the recommendation is on the screen. That'll be moved by Councillor Owen Jones, seconded by Councillor Peter Young. Councillor Owen Jones, did you want to speak to that at all? All fine. So councillors will put that to the vote. All those in favour? That's carried. Did you want to be recorded?
I'd like to be noted as voting in the negative. Thank you.
Yeah. Councillor Vorster voted in the negative there. Councillors, was there any general business items for today?
I just meant to ask a question about the arising from the minutes, if you don't mind, Chair.
Okay. Councillor.
One of the items at the previous meeting was about the autonomous vehicle trial, and I think the outcome was that councillors would be invited to provide some feedback to the director, and I recall receiving an email inviting that. I personally haven't done so except in verbally, and I just wondered if there had been much response and what the likely direction will be, please.
Through you, Madam Chair, there was only a very small response.
Sorry, was that an open or closed, that particular item? I can't recall. I just want to make sure that we're not dealing with what was a closed item in open session. Sorry, through you, Madam Chair, to Councillor Young. I don't mean to needlessly interject. I just want to...
Yep, that's fair enough.
It was closed. So, but very happy to have that discussion. I've had it offline myself, but I don't think we can have it in open.
Well, anything that relates to the open resolution, I think, would still be open.
Not the routes, which was what the feedback was.
No, I just asked if there'd been much feedback and what the direction was going to be.
What?
So it can only be confidential if it's inherently confidential.
It's what, sir?
Through the chair, it can only be confidential if it's inherently confidential. But I think Councillor Peter Young was just asking if there'd been feedback from councillors regarding the routes. So as long as the proposed routes aren't mentioned, it is what it is.
Yeah, sure. I just flagged it for everyone's benefit because, you know, great pages and all.
Yeah, thanks, Councillor Vorster. So,
Through you, Madam Chair, that is correct. The reason we put that into confidence is because there was a potential commercial arrangement between ourselves and a provider. So outside of that, what I can tell you is that there has been a limited response. There has been some response. So we are looking at 2 or 3 options to bring back to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Chair.
thanks, Councillor Young. Councillors, any other general business items this morning? No. So I declare the meeting closed at 9:16 a.m. Thank you all for your attendance.